Hey yo guys, what's good, what's happening, and what's going on? I made it back from Blokes. We're home safe. Left there at 9 o'clock. Got here for 2:30. Pretty good. She's not happy with me. Scampers. Hi. Walk in the house and she's like, meow, hello, meow, hello. And she was all like upset and stuff. She's been alone since Saturday morning at 3 a.m. until Tuesday afternoon at 2:30 p.m. What'd you do while I was gone? I got to set up cameras so I can see what you're doing when I'm not here. See what kind of bullshit you're getting into, eh? Yes, you're so fluffy. You're so fluffy. Boo-boos. Boo-boos. Okay, I got to go out to the truck and get my shit. So yeah, surprisingly enough, the drive back was good. The reason why I didn't grab my shit when I came in the house is because, holy frig, I had to pee. There are like no rest stops on the way down. None. Except for the one gas station I go to, which the reason why I go there is because I get points and I like points. So there's a lot less. Normally when I go down to Blokes, I bring like my little carry-on luggage that I used when I went flying to like Mexico and Dominican. And then I bring my laptop bag and my bait, my tackle bag. This time I traveled lighter. I grabbed an old backpack that I had, a camel backpack, put clothes in the back end, and then whatever I needed otherwise, like toiletries and stuff, that went in the front, and then I put some batteries, some of those USB batteries in it, and it was good to go. Now, while I was down there, I did mention that Bloke has a new side hustle, if you will. Basically, because he does a lot of cleanup for the condos, like he handles a lot of like let's say bin day happened, what happens is the garbage truck comes over, scoops the bin, dumps it. He has to go and clean up all the mess left behind, toss it back in the bin, so on and so forth, and it works out pretty good. However, sometimes people will just leave stuff out. Like he's gotten perfectly good bikes that were just left at the dumpster. And if you leave something at the dumpster and you didn't mean to, like a kid leaving his bike out or something at the dumpster, he'll wait a day, and if it's still there, he takes it. Because obviously that's classified as trash. People in London are so freaking wasteful. He showed me some of the stuff he got and that he sold. He's got like a Denon amp. Denon, like that's a good name. A Polk Audio surround sound system. All sorts of different things. He also goes to the Goodwill, and the thing with Goodwill is if you don't buy the stuff, it ends up getting compacted in the back and sent to the landfill anyway. So, you know, it's meant for people who are financially struggling to buy stuff, but when there's an opportunity knocking, you know, open the damn door. So that's what he does. He goes to the Goodwill and he will look for items that shouldn't be there that could potentially be worth more, bring them home, clean them up, make them look good, list them on Facebook Marketplace. Now, a hustle like that, I couldn't really do in this town because we don't really have a Goodwill. We have a place called Rebuilt Resources. It's a not-for-profit, and like Salvation Army's not-for-profit. Value Village, they turn a profit. That's the whole idea there. It is a donation place, but they charge top dollars for their products. And that is weird. Scampers ate all the food out of her one dish, but didn't even touch the second dish. Literally got her right down to the plastic. Didn't even touch that one. What the frick? Why? Why are you like this? Why are you like this? You're so fluffy. But yeah, one of the things he found and cleaned up and posted was this here tripod. It's a, I don't know. It's heavy. That's what I like about it. It's an Evolution First Video Tripod 9569. Okay. What's cool about it is look at the top. Okay, the hot shoe comes off. You press this button. This comes off so you can hook your camera up to it. But it's so smooth, the turning on it. It's not jerky and clunky like my other ones. So if I hook you guys up to it and I start doing a pan, it's gonna pan nicely. It's a professional video tripod from God knows when. And yeah, he picked it up at Goodwill for $2. He had it listed for 20. I decided, yeah, I'll take it. I could use one for truck camping, which I probably won't be doing for a bit because the weather's gonna suck. But right now, what I need to do is, pro tip, when doing a road trip, don't get an energy drink. Holy frig, does that ever kick your butt? Unless you know of a rest stop coming up or a spot in the bush you can go piss. It's really hard to do when you're on a fast moving highway. Do not get an energy drink. But I need to go and take the data off the GoPro and move it over. I literally just got home and my body is sore. We did pretty much, oh God, we were out there at 8, back at 6. So like 10 hours fishing every day. So 30 hours in 3 days of non-stop fishing action. Yeah, my body's cooked. I don't think I'm going to Arnie's tonight, even though I probably could make it. I think I just want to stay home and chill. I think that's the battle plan. I just forgot I left my phone in the truck. I need that. I gotta text mom and let her know that I made it home alive. I was gonna text her on Saturday and let her know I'm on my way, but it was 3 in the morning and I doubt they were awake. So I didn't bother texting her today to tell her I was leaving. You know how parents are. You could be 8 years old or 80 years old. If your parents are alive, they worry about you. So do them a favor and let them know how you're doing. All right, guys. So I finally got the GoPro footage into Vegas, and it's 5.5 hours of footage. This is gonna take me a hot minute to get done. And I need this up by what, Thursday, I think? I think Thursday's the day that this goes live. Let me have a gander, see. I think I'm running out of content. Yeah, I got something for tomorrow. I got something for the day after. Wait a second, something screwed up. 2 videos almost went live at the same damn time. Holy crap, that could have been awesome for you guys, but not for me. Unless you don't want 2 videos at the same time. But no, I had 2 videos scheduled for the 21st, being tomorrow. And so yeah, this fishing video goes live on Friday, so I do have tons of time to edit it, but I don't know what the frig else I'm gonna do. Here's the thing. You look outside right now, it looks beautiful out. It's sunny, blue skies, a little bit of clouds, not too much. The whole rest of this week, right up till Sunday, they're calling for rain. Now, I had plans tomorrow or Wednesday, or actually tomorrow is Wednesday, or Thursday, to pull the car into the garage, give it a sanding, and repaint it with the technique my buddy told me about, that, like I mentioned before. He did it to his Ranger. And I was thinking, that could be kind of cool. We could do that to the Firebird. You know, a lot of people are going to be upset by it because it's not exactly a proper method. If you're wondering what I'm doing, guys, I got nothing taken out for supper. Why would I take something out? I wasn't even home. I was 500 kilometers away. So I need some food for tonight. I'm just going to run over to Independent Grocers and grab one of their pre-built chickens, pre-cooked chickens, and cannibalize that for dinner. That should be more than enough. I need to do my lawn again. I just friggin' did it last week, and it's like I never even did it, so that's pretty sweet. And I also wanted to fire up the foundry and smelt some pop cans, but I left my window open. Good thing I'm going for chicken, because I would have forgot about that. And then tomorrow it would have started raining, and my driver's seat would have been a sponge. But no, I got no food in the house thawed out, and figured frig it. Oh, there's a truck coming. But yeah, I got no food thawed out. Nothing really to cook or air fry. And you know, $12 for a chicken. That'll hold me over for the rest of the night, so we can go pick that up. That'll be fine. But no, I guess the Trans Am pulling it into the garage, not a big deal. I just got to do some moving around in the garage. And I was kind of hoping for sunny days all week, because another video idea I had was emptying out that shed, seeing what the frig's in there, and then starting to get rid of stuff. Because that shed down there has so much garbage in it. It's like I got an oak door from my parents' old house, or my parents' house, I should say, not old house. It's the only house they ever did own. Oak back door. I got some like other stuff in there that we don't need in there. So I'm like, maybe, sorry guys, driving on the highway, I hit about 7 billion bugs, and I doubt it did any damage to the population. But no, still, like there's a bunch of shit in the shed. I wanted to take everything out of there and then maybe list things on Marketplace like Bloke does, and see if I can sell them for a couple bucks and make room in the shed area to set something up, like set up places where I can put stuff so I can bring the Trans Am into the garage and sand it down and then prime and paint it. I might not even prime it. I might just paint it. I'm not changing the color of the car. I'm going to leave it the same white. Changing the color of the car, I'm not sure what the process for that is. I know my old Sierra, originally it was brown, but then the previous owner painted it black. The ownership said brown on it, so when I went and got the ownership in my name, I told them at the time, I said, hey, listen, this truck is not brown, it's black. And they're like, oh, it's supposed to be brown. And I said, yeah, I just bought it. That's why I'm changing it over. Can you put down black on it, on the ownership? So that if I did get pulled over by the cop and they're like, this isn't the ownership for this vehicle's clearly black, I'd have to get out, pop the hood, which on that old truck was a pain in the ass. There was a lot of quirks with that old Sierra, a lot of quirks, but pop the hood and show them that the engine bay itself was brown. Dang it, every time I come here, I always miss the red light for them and the green light for the other side. Sometimes I come here at the right time and I can totally scoot it. Just take your time, bud. Just take your time. Just listen to your Beats by Dre earpods and take your time. Still cars coming. Damn it. Oh, you're turning? What are you doing? Oh, shit, there's a ginormous transport coming. Yeah, just take your time. Just Just take your time. But yeah, so I was thinking like part of this here time off is empty out that shed, because I know there's some stuff in there that's still good that I don't use because I haven't used it in like forever. And it's in there. So I figured start going through it, see what the frig I got, get rid of what I don't need, list it on Marketplace. Somebody will want it, sell it, get rid of it, and then have more room to put stuff down there. So like right now my two bicycles that are down there are leaning on each other. Freaking kickstands are probably stuck in each other's chain. I got an old weed whacker with no head. I'm sure I could probably get rid of that for like 10 bucks. Just get rid of it. It's a 2-stroke, I don't know, Yard Works or some shit. Nothing fancy. Just start offloading things, getting rid of stuff. I also want to do that in the house too, is just start offloading things that I don't need. Start cleaning up, and if the weather was good, I'd freaking do a yard sale. Like if we were having good weather next Saturday, I'd ask Dad, hey, can I borrow your folding table? And I would just do a friggin' toonie sale. Just start offloading junk for toonies. Last time we did a toonie sale, we made bank. Got rid of a bunch of garbage that would have ended up, look, to me it's garbage, to somebody else it's a treasure, right? So I call it garbage. Someone's trash is someone's treasure. So we did a toonie sale and we made bank. And we didn't have to go to the dump run. So win-win. Nothing ended up in the landfill. Almost everything sold. And the end result was we bought pizza. We just used the money to buy pizza that night and it was great. Didn't need the money. Just figured let's try some interesting concept of everything's $2. No matter what the frig you find, it's $2. And there you go. You get your item. If you want to haggle, haggle. Somebody's like, oh, can I have both of these for $2? Yeah, man, just take them and give me your toonie and frig off, you know? It was beautiful. It was a good time. Anyway, I'm at Independent now, so I'm gonna take off my microphone, put the truck in park before I release the brake, and I'll be right back. Well, I gotta go to the corner store. I was totally gonna get some Monster, but for some reason, they don't have any of the sugar-free left ones. And if they did, I wouldn't have paid $13.99 for a 4-pack of Monster. The corner store usually has them on for 10 bucks, so I'm gonna hit up the corner store and see a guy about some energy, because let me tell you, I bought 2 Reigns at the gas station on my way back, and well, they're gone. I drank one in the car, and that was a bad idea, because holy frick, when I got home, I had to piss so bad I could taste it. I don't know why I thought it was a good idea to come out at 5:30 to go for chicken. All right, I'm gonna sneak down this way. Friggin' speed bumps. Screw you. No, I'm sitting there and I'm coming out of Independent after paying for my shit, and there's a guy, he's hanging up a banner or something up on the wall. And as he's hanging up the banner, he's standing on a blue box. Like, you know my recycling bin I have at home? Well, he's standing on one of those that's like flipped upside down, using it like a stepping stool. I walk by him, and as I open the door, I hear a loud crack, and I look back, and he's like right through it. Like the whole base of it fell apart. They're repaving Walmart. Putting a lot of money into that store, man. Putting a lot of money into that store, and I don't know why. But anyway, yeah, buddy totally ate shit on his, on the blue box. That's friggin', yeah, he's gonna feel that one in the morning, that's for sure. But no, I was gonna get the 12-pack of Monster so I could have some tomorrow and the day after, but they didn't have those in, and they didn't have any sugar-free ones. The green black box, I call it the green black box because the bottom's green, the top's black, and it's like the green Monster, it tastes like it, but it doesn't have sugar. And the white one, they didn't have that in either. They didn't even have Rain in. I was gonna get some Rain, but that wasn't even available, so I was like, well, screw it. And then I saw the price, and I'm like, why did it go up $2? Why did I leave North Bay, go to London, and somebody was like, oh, he's gone, turn up the price? That's not what happened, guys. That's just, you know, sometimes you got to show like you're self-centered on YouTube, and when you do that, it's funny. Like YouTubers do it all the time. You probably notice where they act all self-centered, like the world revolves around them, like they're in the Truman Show and they're Truman. So that's why I said that. In case you weren't sure and you were wondering, that's why I said that. But no, it's like I don't understand why Monster is now $13.99 at the grocery store. If it's still $9.99 at the corner store, then exactly what my friends are saying is true, and Loblaws is upping the price because Independent's part of the Loblaws organization, and they're blaming Trump tariffs on our groceries going up. Meanwhile, Trump tariffs only affect the Americans. It doesn't affect anything we buy in our stores. It doesn't affect anything we import from America. So Loblaws can eat a bag of dicks for all I care. I'll buy my chicken from, well, that's about it. That's the only place that makes a good chicken. Frig sakes. Guess what? Circle K. I always call it Maxmart because that's what these all used to be prior to the Circle K invasion. $9.99 for a 4-pack. So what the hell? What the hell? And while I was in there, I realized, okay, so I reached out to my friend from work and asked her how it works for vacation time, for stat holidays when they fall on a Tuesday. And she confirmed that unless it falls on a weekend, if a stat falls on any day during the week, that is the day off. So I'm gonna have to email my boss, probably from my corporate phone, because I really don't feel like firing up the corporate laptop. I'm gonna email her and be like, hey, I want to book this day off too, because I want to go back down to the Blokes for the July long weekend so that we can go bass fishing, because bass opens up down there. And I want to go fishing with Blokey, because I don't know if I'll be able to go down in August, because he has family coming over from England. He has family coming to Canada for vacation, and I can't go down when he's got family. Obviously, it's family time, man. He hasn't seen these people in forever, so July will be the last time before the September long weekend that I go down, probably, unless his family's coming down later on in the month and not on the long weekend. I don't know. So we'll have to wait and see what happens there, but yeah, I'm gonna talk to my boss and be like, yeah, I want that Monday off, because I want to go to London and hang out with my buddy and go and get skunked on trying to catch bass, because we both suck at fishing. Well, Bloke did better than me. He caught a bigger fish. He got that pike. All I caught was a bunch of nerd fish. Little freaking perch, like the tiniest little perch ever. My buddy Jean calls those log perch because they look like little logs, but no, they're just perch. They're just tiny little perch trying to feed to grow, and yours truly had to go and freaking hook them and pull them out of the lake and make them not want to eat anymore. But yeah, so gonna have to take care of that, because that was one of the things I wasn't sure about, because that came up not last night, the night before. Bloke was like, oh, and here's our garbage days, and we were talking about the garbage days and how his garbage days are on every other week. They do trash pickup and recycling, and green bin is every week. And how for me it's like garbage day every week and recycling every other week. And I told him, I'm like, I could totally survive on your schedule with the amount of trash I produce. Like even this chicken I bought, all the containers recyclable. I can literally just rinse it out so all the chicken snot's out of it, so the raccoons don't pilfer through my blue bin, and toss it in the recycling bin when I'm done, because it's all recyclable material. So that's pretty sweet. But yeah, we were looking at the blue bin schedule, and then he saw that Canada Day was on a Tuesday, and I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, I wonder if they're gonna move it to the Monday at work and give everybody the Monday off, or if we're gonna go into work on Monday and then get Tuesday off and then have to work Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And now it's confirmed. That's exactly it. You go into work on Monday, you get Tuesday off, and then you work Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then Saturday, Sunday off, and then you're back at it for a 5-day week. That is so dumb. Yeah, these are the chickens here. Nothing much, just a little chicken in a box. Bloke told me to cut it in half, put it in the oven at 350 for 30 minutes, and it makes them better, but I'm too hungry to care, so I'm just gonna cannibalize it. So, as you've noticed, I cut the video into 3 pieces of fishing in London. There's a reason for that. There was 5.5 hours of footage. One video is 44 minutes long, the other one's 33, and the other one's 37. Guys, that would have been a 1 hour and 51 minute video. I can always join them all together and make a long cut version. I think they call it that. Whatever. But I decided to flip it all into 3 because, yeah, this isn't the vlogging life days where I can get away with dropping a vlog 500 that's 5 hours long and expect people to watch it all from start to finish, not click off halfway through. And it's like, it's bad for the channel when that happens. Not that I really care, but I do kind of care because I would like to draw in some new viewers. Also, while I was rendering, I went out in the garage and I grabbed one of my fishing poles from the garage. I have 2 of these quantum metrics. So I went and grabbed one, stripped off the monofilament, put braid on it, because when you watch those fishing videos, you're gonna realize that I complain a lot about not having a good spinning rod. Now, don't think that we didn't go try and buy one. We went to Canadian Tire because I was gonna go pick one up while I was down there. Okay, how did I get this in the house? I'm bringing it back out to the garage. Let me just sit you guys in the cat's bed for a second here while I tear this down. Of course, the cat's coming upstairs now. Preferably tear it down without friggin' breaking the tip. She's been a pain in the ass since I got home. And I get it. I was gone for a long time. She was left alone. She's not a happy kitty. Yeah, the whole time I was down there, I was trying to throw like those light spinners, you know, has a weight, a treble hook, and a little blade on it. I was trying to throw those. Couldn't friggin' throw those because the bait caster couldn't spool fast enough to throw it because it wasn't heavy enough. And if I let off too much tension, it would so like it would basically let off too much line. And that was also no good. If you have a spinning rod, which the only rods I brought with me that day were 2 bait casters. I brought the Shimano and the Daiwa because I was expecting to be throwing nothing but spoons. Sorry for the awesome angle here, guys. I only have 2 hands. Because I was expecting to be throwing spoons the whole time. Yeah, I was expecting to be throwing spoons and ended up we were throwing spinners while I was trying to, and it just wasn't working with the bait caster. So I was having a frustrating time during that segment because I just couldn't get it right and I didn't have the right gear with me at the time. I did have a spinning rod with me. I had the 6-foot ugly stick with the Dollarama reel on it, which bloke had a bunch of reels downstairs that he got from the thrift store for like dirt cheap, like that Rapala reel. He got that for like $5. He got a bunch of Mitchell reels, double clutch, like the one that I used for carp catching or carp casting, where you set your you set your drag in the front pretty heavy, and you set the one in the back pretty light so that it can pull line. And then when you start reeling, it switches back over to the front clutch and then your drag is stiff. So he got a bunch of those for like $5 a pop, and he just keeps collecting all these reels. He even has an old Zebco push button reel. I don't think Zebco ever made anything beyond push button. They might have made a couple spinning reels, but I don't think they made a bait caster. Correct me if I'm wrong. So yeah, I got this Metrics here. This is the one that I just did with braid. I took all but a little bit of the mono off, and then I tied on braid and used the mono as a backing, and then ran the braid through it. It's got 30 pound on it, way too much for it. And this one right here is another one. This is my old one. I bought this one a long time ago, and then a friend came to town and wanted to go fishing, and they had the Metrics on sale for like $40 or $30 or something at Canadian Tire, because they always come on sale. And he bought this one, he used it, and he left it here. And I said, bro, you left your fishing pole. He's like, you can have it. I don't need it. I'll never go fishing again. And I'm like, well, okay. So now I got 2 of these damn things. So I figured I'll just use one with braid. I'll leave the other one with mono or whatever's on it now. I don't know. It could be fluoro. I have no idea. Either way, it's probably got tons of memory because it's been on there forever. And it's got a jig head on it. But I'll load one up with braid, and then next time I go down to visit Bloke, I'll bring that down with the Daiwa, and that's what I'll bring for my fishing combo. I was also debating on saying screw it and bring in the GX2 with the bullet, because it casts like a spinner, but you throw it like a bait caster with the push button. And it's kind of cool because when you press the button down lightly, it slows it down, kind of like your thumb in the spool. That bullet is a pretty cool reel. And I got a drop shot set up on that. So I do have mono on it, but you can put braid on these reels. So I might do that. I might look that up and put some 10-pound braid on it or something, just to, apparently it casts further with braid than it does with the monofilament. This is that, I don't know, I think they call it bacon line or some shit. I don't know what the hell, Cajun line, or Zebco's Cajun line. And I got it on a GX2 casting rod. So I like the GX2s with the foam handles. They're pretty dope, but a lot of people like the cork handles. To each their own, I guess. To each their own. I got the lightning rod. Oh, is that the lightning? No, that's the Okuma that bloke gave me. But it's got like no bend in the rod whatsoever. It's freaking brutal. You have a hell of a time casting that. Then I got the little GX2 here, the little spinning GX2. And the caster, I think, is in the kayak with the Dock Demon. So yeah, haven't gotten word back from my boss, obviously, because it's freaking 11:30 at night. I just finally finished editing, guys. I had 5... Oh, you can't see me anymore. Well, you can see me. That's neat. This camera's really good in low light. I wonder if the action camera, because DJI makes a GoPro-like camera. I wonder if its lens in low light is as good as this thing, because that would be good. Because I really wanted to show you guys Bloke's backyard. He doesn't use it. Like, you're probably thinking, oh wow, he must sit out there all the time and, you know, read a book or just chill. No, he told me, he's like, I don't use it. I just have it. I just wanted it, so I built it. But I don't sit out there. I don't want to sit out there. All the bugs and the squirrels and all that. It's like, no. I just built it because I wanted it. So you put a bunch of lights out there and those mushroom glowy flashy things, and it all comes on with a timer, and he has the laser light show shooting green dots on the wall, and the only time he goes out there is when he's barbecuing, if he's grilling burgers or something. So yeah. Now something I was thinking about doing was I have this old Dell Inspiron 9000, I think it is. I think what I might do, this thing's cooked. That's the coach's computer. I'm gonna bring that back on Thursday for him. Tell him, listen, I don't know what's wrong with it. It's not the power supply. There's something critically wrong with it. Enjoy, have fun. Take that off the bench, put this up on the bench, and let's tool on it to see if it works. And I might post it on Marketplace and try and get rid of it. Like I said, I want to start selling shit because I got a lot of stuff that I don't even need, that I don't use, that I haven't used in forever. Just like going through that shed and finding a bunch of stuff and getting rid of it because I don't need it. Somebody else can probably use it or pack rat it, whatever. And just start clearing out garbage that I don't use. Same with downstairs. I probably got a bunch of shit down there that I don't need to hang on to. And I can start just selling it for a couple bucks just to get rid of it. And then go from there. I like watching, in the 3 days I was at Bloke's, he literally sold $300 worth of items. Now, mind you, 20 bucks of that was me buying that tripod, but that was too good of a deal to pass up because I can leave that in the truck and use it for truck camping. You know, I can set this camera up on the tripod to get a higher angle and have it follow me around. If I'm like, you know, splitting wood or something or whatever I'm doing out there, good to go. And you're probably saying, well, Adam, you should go, you know, your vacation ends on Monday. You should go truck camping on the weekend. Guys, it's going to piss rain all weekend. And it doesn't sound too much fun to be out in the rain when it's super cold. Yeah, that doesn't sound fun to me. And I'm not about to do things that are not fun for me. So that's why I'm not going camping this weekend. It's supposed to be disgusting weather. I'd rather go when the weather's going to be, you know, sunny during the day where I can actually enjoy the outdoors and do fun things. So not when it's pissing rain and I'm confined to the back of my truck or my truck. Like, why would I want to sit in an 8-foot bed when I have a house with technology in it that I can sit in and go from there? So to me, that sounds more enjoyable. But anyway, so that's all I've been doing since I got home is editing videos, eating chicken, and chilling. I was gonna put a live stream on tonight, but honestly, I am friggin' dead tired. It's gonna be nice to sleep in my own bed. When I go to Bloke's, I usually sleep on an air mattress, and like it works. Hey, it gets you off the ground, and it's softer than concrete, but nothing compares to your own mattress. Even when you go to a hotel room. Those beds, I find they're a pain to sleep on, but then I come home into my mattress and I have the best night's sleep ever. So I'm looking forward to that. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna shut her down here. So thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, click that like button. Any questions, comments, concerns, down below they go as always. And until next time, guys, live it to win it. Peace the frig out. Sit, stupid, sit. Good dog.